Elden Ring. Screen prompts. This you're gonna change from gamepad to keyboard and mouse. Right now, all the keybinds corresponding to our mouse and keyboard should pop up. So look at that. We can rest at side of grace with X. Pressing and holding the button which you normally use for rolling and dashing, let's say. So I have this one bound on my Razor Naga. So if we go to controls for a second, it is right there. Backstab, dodge, roll, and dash. Press and hold this one and you can sprint. Of course, it will cost some stamina. Talking about keybinds, you've probably already searched for a keybind for map. How you can open it up in the game, what the default keybind is. Well guys, I have bad news, it is simply not there. Doesn't mean you can't open it, but I think they simply forgot to add this one, which can be pretty annoying, especially if you want to assign a different key to it. But basically right now the solution to open it up is the default keybind G. If you click on this one, you will be able to open up the map, and with your mouse wheel you can scroll in and scroll out. I also have pretty weird movement keybinds which are Q, W, E.
Yo, what's going on guys? Arix here. Welcome back to another video for Elden Ring, and in this one I want to put together a quick guide on how to activate the Grand Lift of Dectus. If you guys have defeated the second boss, I will not give you any details, no spoilers, but if you defeated that boss and you've then gone to progress to the next area, you'll be presented with this lift which currently does not function. Now admittedly, if you do not want to go via the lift, there is another way around. You can of course go up the lakes and you can go through this cave, which is quite tricky and does also require you going through a boss. But if you decided you want to bypass the lift, that is an option. However, if you want to activate this one, here's a quick guide. If you guys do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below if you have any questions, and of course keep it locked for plenty more Elden Ring coverage. So in order to activate this, you simply need two halves of the Dectus medallion. For the first one, you want to turn your attention to Fort Height, which is in the bottom right hand corner of the upper Limgrave map, located over here. What you then need to do is run through the fort. You can bypass all the enemies if you want, and you go to the very top. This is also where you would have fought the knight if you wanted to get the bloody / Ash of War. Then what you need to do is turn your attention to the tower on the side, go in, climb the ladder, and at the top of that there is a chest, and you open that and you get the left half of the medallion. Following on from there, you're then going to be going over to the half of head, go in, or then what you need to do, also where you would have fought the knight, right hand corner of of the upper Limgrave. Which is in the bottom right hand corner of the upper Limgrave map, located
E and S. Most of you guys are probably playing with WASD, and these are actually also the keybinds which you can use to navigate to the north, the east, the south, and the west. And of course, if you hold your pin on a certain location, you can press the corresponding keybind which is in the bottom left to, for example, quick travel. During the live stream, it also took me much longer than expected to get to know how I can actually equip weapons and armor in this game. So basically, if you go to the inventory right here and let's say go to a weapon, we cannot really press use right here. We can only discard it or leave selected, which is not really what you're looking for. Can lead to many frustrations, but basically what you want to do is go to equipment right here. Of course, for people who are already familiar with this franchise, it's going to be easy mode. But right here, what you're going to do is pretty much click on one of these slots and then you can equip more of these items. So you can place them in the slots right here by simply clicking in one of them, and that is all you need to do. So right now we have two Lord Swords, Straight Swords in both the right and the left hand. So if we just hover in our first and second slot, we can equip both of them and fight with both at the same time. The normal keybinds for this are like the left and right arrow, which I definitely don't recommend. If you also played a lot of Skyrim in the past, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 is just perfect if you have them really close to your movement keys. A quick overview of all the keybinds which I am using for mouse and keyboard on Elden Ring on PC is WSQE for movement, the first num key on my Razer Naga, jump spacebar, which I think works very well, also very similar to most games, so it doesn't feel weird. Then also crouch on D. And then right here we have the reset camera or lock on target with A, which is also close to my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the switch armaments. And then also all the regular buttons right there. And once again, the map cannot be found in the keybind settings. Just press the default G and it will bring you to it. Navigate with WASD. Alright, so that is pretty much everything you need to know to get started with Elden Ring with your keybinds. If you also had trouble, pretty much everything you need to know to make your experience in Elden Ring the best possible. little bit of time to make this guide for you. So guys, welcome. My name is Florian, and in this video I will show you pretty much everything you need to know to make your experience in Elden Ring the best possible with a mouse and keyboard. Explain you how you can do sprinting, open up the map pretty much, also get rid of that prompt for console keybinds which you constantly see popping up, which can be pretty annoying. So let's get right to it. Alright, so here we are. The first thing we're gonna do is get rid of that annoying controller keybind prompt. So every time when we can interact with something, you see these controller buttons popping up. Also, if you go to your inventory, let's say, and click on something, you have this A, B sort, and you can't really do anything with this. So basically, what you're gonna have to do is open up System, then go to the third tab, which is Sound and Display, and right here you have Device for on-screen prompts. This you're gonna change from gamepad to keyboard and mouse. Right now, all the keybinds corresponding to our mouse and keyboard should pop up. So look at that. We can rest at Site of Grace with X. Also, if you haven't figured out yet how you can sprint in the game, this is basically done by pressing and holding the button which you normally use for rolling and dashing, let's say. So I have this one bound on my Razor Naga. So if we go to controls for a second, it is right there. Backstab, dodge, roll, and dash. Press and hold this one and you can sprint. Of course, it will cost some stamina. Talking about keybinds, you've probably already searched for a keybind for map. How you can open it up in the game, what the default keybind is. Well guys, I have bad news, it is simply not there. Doesn't mean you can't open it, but I think they simply forgot to add this one, which can be pretty annoying, especially if you want to assign a different key to it. But basically, right now, the solution to open it up is the default keybind, G. If you click on this one, you will be able to open up the map, and with your mouse wheel you can scroll in and scroll out. I also have pretty weird movement keybinds, which are Q, W, E, and S. Most of you guys are probably playing with W, A, S, D, and these are actually also the keybinds which you can use to navigate to the north, the east, the south, and the west. And of course, if you hold your pin on a certain location, during the live stream, it all inventory right here, and let's say which is the easy mode, but right here what you're gonna do is pretty much collect them. So you can place them in the slots right here by size. It's gonna be, what you want to do is go to equipment.
Hello everyone, Johnny Hurricane here from GamerSerials.com, and today we're going to go over how to get your horse in Elden Ring. Let's get started. Alright, first off, how to get your horse. You need to activate 4 Shrines of Grace. So you should have one in the tutorial area, one right behind where we are now, right when you come out, right next to that NPC right there. So that's 2. Number 3, that church right ahead of us. So, well, I have my mount already, but head over to that church, and there's also a, I keep calling them bonfire, Shrine of Grace in the church. And that's the church. I'm not going to run to the next one, but the 4th one we will find is up here by the ruins. It might be you just need to get this one. I'm not sure. In the network test, you had to get all 4 of them. So let's not play with it. Let's just get all 4. You want them all anyways, so why not? But once you go to this bonfire, you should... See, I called it the bonfire again. You should get a cutscene where the woman comes up, the woman that levels you, and then she will give you a ring that allows you to summon Torrent. Torrent is your horse. From there, you need to either equip it in your inventory, or you need to do it in your pouch, which is on the right side of the screen there, and you can put the ring there, the spectral whistle, I believe. It's called, and if it's on your pouch, you just have to hold triangle or Y to get it out, and obviously if it's in your inventory, just press down on the D-pad until it's on your selection. I don't like it on the D-pad because if you're in a, sometimes when you're in a fight and you're on your horse, you get knocked off of your horse and you take damage too. So it's like, I want to get on my horse in that moment, but I might be on my health potion, you know what I'm saying? So I can, from there you need to either